Imagine waking up in your 90s and still being able to walk across the room, climb stairs, or take a stroll outside without feeling weak or unstable. What if I told you that there's a simple, natural way to keep your legs strong, even as you age, and protect yourself from the most common risks associated with growing older? We've all heard it before: aging is inevitable. But the idea that aging means losing your independence or struggling to stay active is a myth. You don't have to accept frailty as your future. In fact, you can take action today to ensure that your legs, muscles, and joints stay healthy long into your golden years. And no, you don't need to be constantly at the gym or follow some extreme exercise routine. The answer lies in one essential nutrient, a vitamin that most of us overlook despite its powerful benefits. So, why is this vitamin so crucial? As we get older, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass, especially in our legs. It's something many people don't notice until one day they stand up and feel their legs wobble, or they notice they're slower than before. Simple tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a chair can become difficult and frustrating. But here's the shocking part: this deterioration of muscle strength doesn't have to happen if you're proactive. The key to avoiding this downfall is as simple as ensuring you're getting enough of one vital nutrient. And guess what? You can make this a part of your daily life without drastic changes. Now, you might be wondering, what is this magic nutrient? It's vitamin D, a vitamin often associated with strong bones. But here's the twist: vitamin D does so much more than that. It's not just about preventing osteoporosis, it's about keeping your muscles strong, your balance steady, and your risk of falling low. It's about maintaining your independence and preventing that painful cycle of falls and fractures that often come with aging. Research shows that vitamin D deficiency is one of the leading causes of muscle weakness in older adults. In fact, people with low vitamin D levels are far more likely to suffer from balance issues and falls. But the good news is that this is entirely preventable. With simple changes, you can keep your muscles and legs strong, your mobility intact, and your future bright, no matter your age. So, stay with me for the next few minutes as we explore how you can take control of your health, boost your vitamin D levels, and enjoy strong, healthy legs well into your later years. The solution is within your reach. Let's dive in. As we age, our bodies go through many changes. Some are subtle, while others can have a significant impact on our daily lives. One of the most noticeable changes is the gradual loss of muscle strength, particularly in the legs. Our legs are essential to nearly every activity we do: standing, walking, climbing stairs, and even simple movements like bending down. So when we lose the ability to move freely or comfortably, it can drastically affect our quality of life. But what if I told you there's one powerful nutrient that can help preserve the strength of your legs and reduce the risk of falls, even as you age? That nutrient is vitamin D. Most people associate vitamin D with bone health. And for good reason. It plays a key role in helping our bodies absorb calcium, a vital mineral for maintaining strong bones. However, what many don't realize is that vitamin D's benefits extend far beyond bone health. It is just as critical for muscle function, balance, and overall mobility. As we age, our muscles naturally begin to lose mass, a condition known as sarcopenia, which accelerates if our bodies lack sufficient vitamin D. Without this vital nutrient, our muscles weaken, making everyday activities more challenging and increasing the likelihood of falls, fractures, and loss of independence. The good news, though, is that by ensuring adequate vitamin D intake, we can protect our legs and muscles from the effects of aging and enjoy better mobility, even as we reach our senior years. Why is vitamin D so important? Vitamin D plays a multifaceted role in the body. It helps the body absorb calcium, supports bone mineralization, and strengthens muscles, but its impact on our muscles is particularly important as we age. Research shows that low vitamin D levels are strongly associated with muscle weakness and an increased risk of falls. A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to poor muscle function, reduced strength, and difficulty maintaining balance. This is especially concerning for older adults, who may already be dealing with other age-related issues such as joint pain, arthritis, and a general decline in physical activity. Vitamin D also contributes to the nervous system's ability to control muscle function, ensuring that our muscles respond quickly and efficiently to movement. Without enough vitamin D, the body struggles to coordinate muscle contractions, leading to stiffness, weakness, and slower reaction times. This lack of coordination can make it harder to balance, increase the risk of falls, and reduce overall mobility. Essentially, vitamin D acts as a safeguard for the muscles and bones, ensuring they remain functional and strong as we age. The dangers of vitamin D deficiency in seniors. The risk of vitamin D deficiency increases as we get older, which is why seniors are particularly vulnerable. Studies have found that more than 60% of older adults suffer from insufficient levels of vitamin D, and many aren't even aware of it. When vitamin D levels drop too low, the body struggles to absorb calcium, leading to weakened bones and muscles. This increases the risk of osteoporosis, fractures, and falls, the leading causes of injury among seniors. In fact, a study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who took vitamin D supplements were 23% less likely to fall than those who didn't. But the effects of vitamin D deficiency go beyond the risk of falls. It can also contribute to the development of sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that is common with age. Sarcopenia can cause a significant reduction in leg strength, making simple tasks like getting up from a chair or walking across the room difficult and painful. The weakened muscles also make it harder to perform other physical activities, leading to a vicious cycle of reduced mobility, increased weakness, and a higher risk of further injury. How to recognize vitamin D deficiency. The signs of vitamin D deficiency can be subtle at first, but over time, they become more noticeable. Some of the most common symptoms include muscle weakness, especially in the legs, poor balance, fatigue, and frequent falls. If you notice that your legs feel unsteady when you stand up or walk, or if you've started to experience more frequent falls, it could be a sign that your vitamin D levels are too low. Another common symptom of vitamin D deficiency is bone pain, particularly in the legs, joints, or lower back. Since vitamin D helps with calcium absorption, a deficiency can lead to weakened bones that are more prone to pain and discomfort. Additionally, slow healing wounds and frequent leg cramps, especially at night, may also be indicators that your body isn't getting enough vitamin D. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's a good idea to consult your doctor, who can confirm whether a vitamin D deficiency is to blame. How to boost your vitamin D levels. The good news is that increasing your vitamin D levels is relatively simple. There are 3 primary ways to boost your vitamin D intake: sunlight, food, and supplements. Sunlight exposure. Sunlight is one of the best natural sources of vitamin D when your skin is exposed to sunlight. It produces vitamin D naturally. However, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from the sun. Additionally, factors like living in areas with long winters or spending too much time indoors can reduce the amount of vitamin D your body produces. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight exposure 3 to 4 times a week, especially between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when the sun's rays are strongest. If you live in a cloudy area or experience long winters, you might need to rely more on dietary sources or supplements. Dietary sources of vitamin D. Certain foods are rich in vitamin D, and incorporating them into your diet can help boost your levels. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are excellent sources of vitamin D, with a 3.5-ounce serving of salmon providing about 570 IU of vitamin D. Other good sources include egg yolks, fortified dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese, and mushrooms that have been exposed to sunlight. While these foods can help, it may be difficult to meet your body's full vitamin D needs through diet alone, especially if you're not eating these foods regularly. Vitamin D supplements. For many older adults, especially those who have trouble getting enough vitamin D from food or sunlight, supplements are a practical solution. Vitamin D3, or calciferol, is the most effective form of vitamin D because it's more easily absorbed by the body than vitamin D2. If you're over the age of 70, most health experts recommend taking between 800 and 2.000 IU of vitamin D3 daily. Always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement to ensure you're taking the right amount for your individual needs. The role of magnesium in vitamin D absorption. It's important to note that vitamin D relies on magnesium to function properly. Magnesium helps activate vitamin D in the body. And without enough magnesium, your body may struggle to use the vitamin D you're getting from food, sunlight, or supplements. To maximize the effectiveness of vitamin D, make sure you're also getting enough magnesium. Foods rich in magnesium include leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes. The benefits of adequate vitamin D. When you take the steps to increase your vitamin D intake, the benefits can be profound. Within a few weeks, you may notice less muscle cramping, more energy, and improved balance. After a few months, you may experience stronger legs, reduced risk of falls, and increased bone density. Studies have shown that seniors who take vitamin D regularly report fewer falls, stronger muscles, and better overall mobility. With consistent effort, you can maintain your independence, prevent injuries, and keep your legs strong and healthy well into your later years. In conclusion, vitamin D is a crucial nutrient that plays a vital role in maintaining leg strength, balance, and mobility, especially as we age. By ensuring you get enough vitamin D through sunlight, diet, and supplements, you can significantly reduce the risk of falls, improve muscle function, and enjoy a more active, independent life as you grow older. Don't wait for muscle weakness or pain to set in. Start focusing on your vitamin D levels today and take control of your health for a stronger tomorrow. As we've explored, the importance of vitamin D in maintaining strong, healthy legs and overall mobility cannot be overstated. Especially as we age, it's a simple yet powerful nutrient that can help you preserve the independence you've worked hard to maintain throughout your life. Whether you're 50, 70, or even 90, you have the power to protect your muscles, bones, and joints from the typical wear and tear that aging brings. And it all starts with this vital vitamin. The reality is that aging doesn't have to mean becoming weak, frail, or reliant on others for basic activities. The simple truth is that we are in control of how we age, and making vitamin D a priority in our daily routine can make a massive difference. With just a little effort, we can keep our muscles strong, reduce the risk of falls, and maintain our mobility long into our senior years. Let's reflect for a moment on the information we've discussed. Vitamin D supports not just bone health, but muscle strength and coordination. The connection between vitamin D and reduced falls, fractures, and loss of independence is undeniable. But despite its significance, many people, especially seniors, are unknowingly suffering from vitamin D deficiency, which can lead to muscle weakness, poor balance, and increased frailty. That's where proactive steps come in. By ensuring adequate sunlight exposure, incorporating vitamin D-rich foods into your diet, and supplementing where necessary, you can begin to reverse or even prevent the decline in leg strength and mobility that often accompanies aging. One of the key takeaways from this video is the idea of prevention over reaction. Rather than waiting until your muscles begin to weaken or you experience balance problems, why not take steps now to ensure your body has everything it needs to stay strong and active? Think about the benefits of starting today: more energy, stronger muscles, and a reduced risk of falls. What could be more valuable than that? Especially as we grow older? But it's not just about taking supplements or sitting in the sun. It's about making vitamin D a priority, paying attention to your body's needs, and incorporating this vital nutrient into your daily life. Remember, maintaining a healthy level of vitamin D isn't a quick fix, it's about consistency. Over time, you will begin to notice stronger legs, better coordination, and a greater sense of overall well-being. And let's not forget about the importance of magnesium. The body needs magnesium to properly activate vitamin D, so don't overlook this essential mineral. A diet rich in magnesium, along with adequate vitamin D, can improve not only your muscle strength but also your bone health, providing a solid foundation for the years ahead. There's no better time than now to begin focusing on your long-term health. Aging may be inevitable, but frailty and dependence are not. With simple lifestyle adjustments, like spending more time in the sun, eating vitamin D-rich foods, and taking supplements, you can set yourself up for a future where you feel strong, independent, and capable. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a reminder. Taking control of your health today means you'll thank yourself tomorrow. The changes you make now, no matter how small, can result in a lifetime of benefits. So, start today by assessing your vitamin D levels, adjusting your diet, and stepping outside for some sunshine. You deserve to feel vibrant and strong. And with the right tools, you absolutely can. Thank you for joining me today and taking the first step toward better leg health and a more independent future. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to share it with others who might benefit from it. Let's spread the word about the power of vitamin D and the impact it can have on our lives as we age. Take care, stay healthy, and keep moving forward.